Going over the latest portfolio calculator results through 8/25. I need to change this here for 8/25. Let's take a look at the portfolios. This is the micro conservative portfolio. 1382.50 drawdown, 1868 minus 715.75 on the month. Opportunity for a rebound. Let's start at the top of the list now. All strategy access 78, down 25K on the month. Not bad considering how well this is done. It did make a recent worst case drawdown. We've talked about that before, as we've had more chop this month at higher index levels than I've seen in a long time. So Q4 of last year was choppy. We're at even higher index levels now. So had this drawdown, had this huge bounce back. Let's look at the daily P&Ls. Had a $10,000 day last Friday, a $21,000 day on Monday, and the last couple of days have drawn back down from that a little bit. So going in cycles, heading into the end of the month, we have 4 trading days left with very few days that have done anything but chop. And so coming into Jackson Hole, we'll see if we get some explosive price movements, just some extreme choppiness. And that's why we are where we are. And let's look at the other portfolios. All strategy access shortlist 51. It's close to worst case drawdown too. Down 11,000 on the month, giving back last month's gains. And you see what the drawdown curve looks like. It's been down here before. Very typical. Very frequent drawdowns to these levels. Doesn't mean it could make a worst case drawdown. That's why we say start in a drawdown to buffer worst case drawdowns, because it can hit that and then bounce. And let's take a look. 51 plus 7, $17,000 out of $25,000, down 12,000 this month, giving back most of last month's gains. Stock index portfolio 27. It is in a $12,000 out of $24,000 drawdown, and it is down 6,400 this month. Not too bad considering how it's done. And so every now and then you're going to have these tough trading periods. And we're having one right now. We're having one this month. The 200K portfolio, 14,996 out of 16,982, $2,000 drawdown. We transitioned this mid-month on August the 16th. Let's take a look at how that would look based on the transition. You have an 84, 24, 40. Let's look at the old one. Let's look at the one we transitioned from the beginning of the month to see where we are on this pieced together drawdown 200K portfolio. Through the August 13th, let's see how it's done. It's down 10, 359, 40. So 15, 491 drawdown out of 27, 47, 50. So it is about $5,200, $5,300 away. So since August the 16th, this is down 64.29 since August the 16th. We flipped to the other one. So this was down 64.29. This is the one we switched from 64.29, and it was in a 2,000. It was in a 9,062.50 drawdown, and this one, and now it's in a $15,000 drawdown, and we're down. It's down 64.29 in a week and a half. Let's see how the other one is done in the last week and a half. The one we're trading now is the 200K portfolio from August the 16th, and it is down 66.74, so about $250 worse. So this one's down about $250 worse, but it's a more conservative strategy, and it's closer to a worst case drawdown. So the risk to worst case drawdown is 2,000. We're not trading a strategy that was in a 2-year losing streak, and we're not trading the NQ breakout. Have considered putting the NQ breakout back in because we want to catch melt up markets and breakaway markets. So that is the latest for what we have right now. Let's look at the 50K portfolio. 50K portfolio is right here at minus 812.50 on the month. Not bad, down on 35.55 drawdown. Down today 850. Had a bit of a bounce back. It was in a $5,000 drawdown last Thursday. The previous Thursday, it was at an equity peak, so it had a quick $5,000 drawdown, and then it had 3 days of plus 23.45, getting almost half of that back, and then down today 850 minus 35.55. So let's look at the micro portfolio aggressive. Here's the aggressive portfolio. It is down 1,042 on the month. It had a huge day on Monday, 2406.75. Last 2 days are down. Could be a good time to get in. This is showing, you're in a drawdown. You're in a 32.38 drawdown out of about a $4,000 drawdown on these micros, and then you have this. By the way, you don't have to trade micro. You can trade this with regular contracts too. Just multiply everything by 10. So this would have been a $24,000 gain had you trade these with minis and regular futures. And then you have 2 days in a row of give back, and then jump in for this setup tomorrow. I didn't mean to go all the way over here. So if you jump in for this setup tomorrow, you would be timing a scenario where the market popped back up, pulled back a little bit, and looking for another move higher after being in a drawdown. So it was in a drawdown, a strong move up, pull back, and then here we are. Is it going to pop? But it is in a 1724 drawdown or $17,240 drawdown out of 43.12.25. And if you're trading minis and micros, that's $43,122.50. You're $25,000 away from worst case drawdown there. And that's the results. We already looked at the conservative, and let's look at the conservative once again. Again, just a hard month to trade. And I just want to show you what the Nasdaq did today, just to give you an example. So here is an example of a market that continuously makes new highs and new lows. You have this opening range of the session, pulls back, takes out that low, takes out that high, comes back to the middle, chops around, takes out that low, takes out that low, boom, takes out these highs, and then now you have these lows down here, boom, dives down here like it's going to sell off, boom, rallies like this, like it takes out those highs, and then it comes down here and takes out these lows, just choppy as can be, boom, and then takes out those lows, and then it's kind of like, which way is it going to go? Very, very choppy market. Not a lot of trades in the Nasdaq today, which is a good thing because this market is difficult to determine the turning point. You have to say that narrow ranges at highs would be bullish, but we shall see how that plays out with the trades on the rest of the week. Two trading days left in the week, and 4 trading days left in this month.